Good afternoon, everybody. I'm really glad to have you today in this session, in which we will be discussing a topic regarding your personal opinions related to a current problem that affects us as a society. My name is Pablo, and today I will be in charge of this discussion.
Good afternoon.
Let us begin. The question that shall be discussed is, if you could change something about the world right now, what would it be?
We Mexicans tend to get angry when we're discriminated because of our skin color, place of origin, stereotypes that are related to the use of sombrero hats, full of us being luchadores or mariachis, and even of the idea of going to school or work riding a donkey. So, there's absolutely nothing wrong about being a mariachi or making tacos or even eating tons of chile with every meal, because this is part of the Mexican culture that we embrace and that in the end is part of what makes us be who we are. This is not the only thing from which we are segregated. Calling Mexican citizens drug dealers, thieves, corrupt politicians, obese, poor people is not something we like to be named, or anyone would like to be named. It is not fair to be abused or discriminated from society just
Wait.
because of this.
So you're saying that we Mexicans are the only victims, that we are the only ones being discriminated. But what about all the other countries in the world?
What do you mean?
Let me be straight.
Have you ever thought about what Central and South American visitors or immigrants have to go through when traveling across our country? Do you have any idea about what it is to be going through a journey like this in desperate need of reaching the life you desire in another country because your own does not have the conditions to be living in and being segregated, discriminated, or called thieves?
We have interviewed 3 Central and South American immigrants living in Mexico in order to get a better idea of what their situation is regarding how they've been received. For security reasons, they have asked us to keep their identities anonymous. Here's the message that the interviewed people sent to us Mexicans and to everyone around the world who thinks immigrants are dangerous.
Cuando llegué, me colocaron a un lado, me detuvieron, me colocaron a un lado y me había dicho, señor, por ustedes están pidiendo $500 por un cubano y por un venezolano.
Cuando llegué, el taxi que tomé en la terminal de autobuses me amedrentó, me hostigó diciendo que si no le pagaba una tarifa más elevada de la que estaba estipulado al principio, podía entregarme a las mafias que trabajan con nosotros los extranjeros. Si hay un señalamiento, si hay un poco de etiqueta.
Hoy actualmente la xenofobia es gravísima y tú lo puedes notar en los medios, en las redes, lo que está pasando. Es más fuerte para las mujeres, pues. Están sometidas a violaciones.
La necesidad es tal que tienen que soportar cualquier humillación.
No somos unos delincuentes y pedimos que nos traten, digamos, humanitariamente como debe ser. Que traten de cuidarnos, pues.
So, what do you think about this?
Whoa, why did I not know that? They have suffered that much in our country?
Yes, they have, and they are not the only ones. 500,000 people suffer from that every year, and just in Mexico. Imagine the amount of people that have to go through this, or worse, every year.
Exactly. We're so interested in ourselves and in trying to improve things, just for us, that we often forget that we make the same mistakes we complain about. Xenophobia is a chain from which everyone gets affected, and the only way to stop it is by breaking the chain.
We have to raise awareness that this is a global problem, and it is not something that should be taken lightly. Millions and millions of people get discriminated just because of their place of origin, and not only that, but they get manipulated, humiliated, extorted, or even deprived of their own lives.
During this video, we decided to exemplify this situation in our daily lives and in our country, even though it is a global thing. However, xenophobia must stop now, no matter what. Racism, segregation, discrimination are words that should be banned from our language. We Mexicans tend to get angry when we're discriminated because of our skin color, place of origin, or many stereotypes. Nevertheless, we're doing the same thing. If I could change something about the world right now, I would stop xenophobia. Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. The change starts with me, and it starts with you.